Hey everyone, this is Dan with M1911A1.com. I've got another unboxing here for you today. This is the Rock Island Armory Pro Match TAC Ultra 6-inch 45 ACP 1911. It is model number 51529. You can find it on Bud's Gun Shop. You can read more about it on armscore.com. It retails for about $830 cash or $860, $875 if you use a credit card. This is actually the last gun that I'm replacing that was stolen from my arsenal, and this was actually my favorite gun that I'm replacing that was stolen from my arsenal, so I'm glad to have it back. I saved it for the last unbox just because it was my favorite. You can see that it's pretty much in a sparse case. Rock Island, typically, unless you're getting their TAC Ultra 22s or some of their newer guns, usually does a pretty sparse hard case. Let's open it up here and see what we have. So we've got our magazine. It is an Armscore magazine. You can purchase those off their website. Wrapped in visqueen as normal. And they do like their packing grease, so they typically have it well oiled or well greased and packed in visqueen. You can see that one of the different things about this pistol right off the bat, of course, is the tack rail. It's a Longslide 6-inch with a tack rail, which makes it really interesting as far as a bullseye gun or just a dead to rights shooter. And that's why I liked it, because when I was practicing with my other one, all the modifications I had done, the thin grips and some other things that I'd done, I could pretty much shoot 4-inch groups all day long at 15 yards, and I'd go out to 6 to 8 inches at 25 yards. So I really loved that Longslide that was taken from me. Let's take a quick look at it. Let me clear the plug out of there. So right off the bat, you'll notice the differences from the stock photograph on Bud's and some of the other ones you'll see is that it actually has wood checker grips, and most of the stock photography you'll see has got the rubber checker grips. And this is always very interesting with Rock Island because it's kind of, you never know what you're going to get. I got another Longslide in the same order, and I got both the rubber and the wood grips, so I don't really understand how that works, but this one does come with the wood grips. You can see that it has the fiber optic front sight and the adjustable rear sight, and that is a great sight picture. You can see that fiber optic really paints in the sunshine if you're in an outdoor range, and it really paints pretty well if you're in an indoor range, but it gives you just a great picture. You got the double dot on the back as well. It really is a great pistol. I enjoyed it so much. See, we're clear here. The trigger usually comes in at roughly, from factory, I would say about 5.5 to 6 pounds. I usually like to take it apart and try to tweak it just a little bit, not get out of my comfort zone, but just do some of the things that I know to do safely and try to get it down to around 5 pounds. It's usually pretty crisp. There's a little uptake in this, you can see, but generally it's a very well solid built match grade pistol. That is just a joy to shoot. The extra weight in the front, if you load your own 45 ACP cartridges and you run a low foot per second and a high grain rate, like if you're running a 230 round nose and you're running sub 800 feet per second, it's just almost like shooting a 22, believe it or not. It's just so tame and docile. You can just really control that bullet flight. So anyway, this is the Rock Island Armory 51529 Pro Match TAC Ultra. Highly recommended. This is one of my favorite pistols that I've owned, and I will compare it to some of the other Longslides I got in recently as well, so that you'll have a good view of what's out there in the 6-inch variety of the 1911. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews. Talk to you later.